On the storm today, Mayor de Blasio said the price paid is horrible and tragic. The catastrophic flooding killed at least 9 people in New York City. Many of the victims got trapped when basement apartments suddenly filled with water.
This cell phone video taken overnight here in Woodside, Queens, along Laurel Hill Boulevard, where the family of 3, including a toddler, all died in relentless rain, where the fate of anyone on this block was determined simply by what floor they lived on.
This is a community where lots of folks are renting in basement apartments and obviously extremely vulnerable in a situation like this.
And it was a situation that evolved quicker than any of them could imagine, up to this resident's waist in no time.
How fast?
Like 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
Were you worried you couldn't get out of the apartment?
Yeah, we came by the window.
You escaped through a window?
Yeah.
It was because the door to their low-level apartment was completely jammed with this floodwater. She showed us where she had only minutes to get out with her brother and sister. But here, on the corner today, where cars that got stuck overnight remain, a grim house where a 50-year-old man, a 48-year-old woman, and a 2-year-old boy never had a chance.
Imagine the horror of you're sitting in your own basement apartment and the water just floods in all of a sudden with no notice, and you struggle to get out, but you can't. It's an awful, awful situation, and our hearts...
It's rubble as far as the eye can see. When the sun starts to come up, people come out starting to pick up what they've been doing the last couple of days, trying to clean up, go through what is left of their home, their memories, their Christmas lights, children's toys. And for many people, they are then trying to figure out how and if they will rebuild and where they will go in the meantime. Listen to what one resident told us.
It's very stressful, very, very stressful, because now you got to think, where am I going to come up with the money to try to repair it? Because insurance companies, they don't like to pay out. They'll say it's an act of God, you know, or something. They'll come up with an excuse. And now you're fighting with the insurance company for months on months while your house is sitting there and you have no place to live. Because if you don't have family here, where do you go?
And of course, this storm, it didn't just destroy people's physical items, memories. It took a lot of lives as well. In New Jersey alone, at least 27 people have died because of this storm. And Joe, 4 people are still missing.
So, Ellison, just on Friday, President Biden was on the ground in Louisiana looking at the storm damage there. What will we see during the president's visit there today?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe this will be the second time he has gone to visit a major disaster area because of Hurricane Ida in less than a week. He is going to start here in Manville, New Jersey. We expect him to talk about infrastructure and the need for Congress to act in regards to infrastructure, much like he did in Louisiana. He'll begin his day here, and then he'll head to New York, to Queens, New York, where he'll visit hard-hit neighborhoods there, as well as meet with local leaders.
And Ellison, as we just heard, there's concerns about insurance. In the meantime, FEMA approved a major disaster declaration for 6 counties hit hard by the storm. What kind of relief does that provide for residents, especially right away?
So it's financial aid primarily. It can, among other things, it can cover loans for temporary housing as well as home repairs. It really does touch on a host of things, but the big issue there is it is financial relief. And as you said, right now, it only covers 6 counties. The governor of this state says that they are in talks with FEMA. They are working with FEMA to try to get additional counties added to that. They're also telling people that they can go ahead and go to FEMA assistance, disasterassistance.gov to apply for that FEMA aid. If you're living in those 6 counties, for people outside of those counties, the governor is asking everyone to go to nj.gov/Ida to go ahead and register if they have been impacted by this storm so that they can try and get people aid as quickly as possible, particularly if that declaration expands beyond those 6 counties, as local officials hope it will.
All right,
Joe.
Ellison Barber reporting from a community that offers just a sample of the destruction throughout the area. Ellison, thank you.